Jumbo. I'm working on my pronunciation. Jumbo, fellow adventurers. Of course, it's Swahili for hello, but to adventurers like us, it means I'm glad our paths have crossed in this most awesome of all adventures called life. Prayer power, not what you think. Now, hold on, because the first little share I have for you may seem, oh gosh, a bit abrasive. But I come full circle and we will celebrate the awesome power of prayer. But the power of prayer, like the power of gratitude, like the power of tithing, like so many things that are old school, um, is misplaced and misunderstood. And by understanding, all of a sudden you can go from blind faith into a rock solid expectation of awesomeness. So, prayer power. It is not powerful because God is listening and says, gosh, Mike really wants his mom to get better. I was thinking of helping her out, but I don't know. Now that Mike is praying, and now that he's got a whole bunch of people praying, and now that everybody's praying for his mom, well, I think I'm going to give her a little extra shove towards improvement. I mean, that implies judgment, which there is none. We're in a better place than that. If you will, we're all in the winner's circle. We're all of God, by God, pure God. We're all being judged favorably, and that's the only speed God knows, if you want to believe in judgment. So given that God is everywhere, always at once, God is with my mom. God is with your loved one. God is everywhere, giving 1,000%. So it's not like any individual's prayer or prayer group or prayer globe is going to make a difference in God's output. Zero, nada, nothing. But this is where it gets fun. What is prayer but focused thought? What's the absolute pillar of this reality that I have expounded on endlessly in these tune-ups? Your thoughts become things. What powers out one thought over another thought is intention, is passion, is care, is emotion, is love. So when you or a group of people pray for a third party, immediately we're all connected, we're all one. They feel it. And when that prayer is of a vision that it includes health, recovery, prosperity, joy, rebounding, anything like that, they receive it to the core of their being. If you're praying for your kid right now, if you're praying for your parents or grandparents right now, if you're praying for the president of the United States right now, they are getting it. They are feeling it. It's going to add up to what could make a huge difference, depending on whether or not they take the bait, on whether or not they open their heart, their mind, their soul, on whether or not they're prepared to see things another way. Some people just aren't. Some people are stuck in the mud, refusing to change, wanting everyone else to change, and no amount of prayers, not even by God Almighty, is going to change that person's trajectory until they're ready, until they want to. But when you realize you do reach them, that we all know what others are thinking, what others are feeling, then immediately only good can come from prayer for another, which is so often why we see prayer groups with incredible success stories. Masterminds with incredible track records, because people gathered together, and there's always powers in numbers, create this exponential vision of a desired future that the recipient can grab onto, be empowered by, feel a surge of love. I don't know where it came from, a surge of optimism when a moment ago it wasn't there, because of you and the power of prayer. When you pray for yourself, I mean, God's already there, 1,000%. You're not going to change God's output, but you change your own. What does prayer imply for yourself or other people? That there's hope, power in that. Well, what else does prayer imply? That you're not alone. Power in that. What else does prayer imply? That there's still infinite possibilities for a comeback that was otherwise invisible to you. What else does prayer imply? Prayer implies that you can do this when you pray for yourself. You may feel totally lost, your life a train wreck, don't know what's coming next, but as I did, pray on your knees at the side of the bed to make a really large statement. It's like that is received by your inner witness, and there's hope, and there's camaraderie, and there's possibilities, and there's a vision. And because we live in a magical world, when we hold a vision of a desired outcome, the end result, divine intelligence will connect the dots and help us get there. But the difference is being made in our own hearts, minds, and souls because of the possibilities that are implied through the act of prayer. It's the same as the act of gratitude. When you say thank you for that which you want to receive, that you don't yet have, but you say thank you as if you had received it, mountains are moved. And this leads to the final thought I have for you on prayer. Prayer in the form of gratitude. Double whammy. Double awesome. Dear God, dear universe, dear however you want to phrase it, thank you. Thank you for my amazing life in this beautiful planet. Thank you for the hope that is everywhere. Remember, give thanks for things that you do not yet see any trace of, as if it was everywhere. Thanks for the abundance pouring into my life. Thanks for the health and healing. Thanks for helping Nana, have a better memory. Thanks for the peace and harmony around the planet amongst all people and all nations. Thanks for the rearranged priorities, not only in my life, but in the world, so that we can all see each other as brothers and sisters. Shock waves everywhere. You can make a difference. Prayer power, it's real. Go there in gratitude. That was another question. I think we're 9 in a row now, 9 days in a row, that was posed to me by a viewer, either in Facebook or on Instagram. If you've got a question you'd like me to answer in a future spiritual tune-up, post it now or post it later under the video that you're now watching live or recorded. I do my best to get to all of them. That'll never happen, but I trust the universe that I'll get to the right ones that'll make the biggest difference for the right amount of people. Okay, tally ho, everybody. Lots of love from Orlando, Florida, where we have some nippy weather. This is cold for us. It's like in the 60s. Oh, I think I'm going to manage. All right. Until tomorrow.